Hello everybody, Andrew's here again. Today's video I'm going to do unboxing and test launch and battles with Glyph Dragon D5 D72 TH10. So when it comes to this logo, it has the text below the word burst that is like rise, representing the fourth season of the burst generation, whose text colors are fading from the magenta to the orange. And of course, we have the HyperSphere logo, in whose infinity the circle is kind of looks like that of a Metal Masters and a Metal Fury logos, because of the infinite. But it is such a complete symbol with such warm colors like not just red, orange, and yellow, but also has like a magenta, as like a maybe the normal temperature, the color behind it that says HyperSphere, with a text like yellow highlights in the white text. And of course, we have the each Beyblade showing into the package has going up after the bursting Wizard Wagner. And there's a fantasy scene where the Glyph Dragon showing in the package has gone up after the bursting the Wizard Wagner, whose energy layer and the performance tip are like turquoise, leaving the force disc like painted red. And also it has an assuming action like it looks like that a tornado emitted from the performance tip of a Glyph Dragon D5. So here also the components that you can see, we have the Gatinko Chip, more like a GT chip that can spin rides like dragon. And this is a stamina type layer base called Glyph. And the first disc called a D72, as known as Sting, in which we're going to talk about how big it looks like compared to its Takara Tomy counterpart. And we have it like TH10, which says Charge 3 HyperSphere. And we also have like ratings. We have a runtime that representing how long does the HyperSphere base takes it to roll around the HyperSphere base stadium, which is the best. The more time that your HyperSphere tops that gets, the more length of a time can depends like going around with the brink and the battle ring in each HyperSphere stadium. And this is and we have here on the right this called a drop frequency, depending about the how much time can the HyperSphere stays in the break and then go back to the battle ring floor. That can depends whether it leads to the survivor, ring out, or burst finishes. This bay has the 4 times the frequency, 4 run times to the frequency. It says it can help like the going faster, like running on the brink and the battling while battling with others. And we have the 2 bars of a drop frequency, in which it takes a shorter. It makes a probably a shorter time to the drop down from the battle ring, make a contact with his opponent. And the Beyblade burst has already extended to the at least June 30th, 2021. And now I'm going to open this package right now. We have the following contents like white switch strike ripcord, which is the opposite color of a black switch strike ripcord as seen in the switch strike and the slingshot starter packs, as well as their battle sets. And for the instructions, just in case if I want to correct it myself. And what is it about the runtime and drop frequencies? We talk about the categories. That's about the length of a time spent moving along with a brink or within a battle ring, like this, which a HyperSphere base stay in the middle, going to much like a faster while launch flat. And yes, I did myself, but I did a good job on the runtime, and that is like a length of the time spent moving along with a brink or within the battle ring. And this diagram shows that HyperSpheres can run around flat with the brink or with the battle ring. And also, when it comes to the drop in the frequency, I get it so close, in which time the drops in from the breaker to the battle ring. The get is a little bit wrong about the drop in frequency, but this is okay. And also, as I test it out, I already press straight if the capable. Yes, I already press straight up. Like this is a GT chip, like Dragon. And it also have a HyperSphere Stadium that can show Batarine, which is like a floor. It kind of looks like the jelly. The bean on is vertical drop Battleset base stadium. It's like a head-to-head collision center. And we have to like a vertical wall in which basic can use it to climb and up and attack, which is like the outline for the Batarine. And we got to the brink that we can use Beyblades to go into the edge and drop into victory. And for this, nothing quite that special. And here we got red-orange HyperSphere launcher with a Beyblade text imprinted in the tag of this launcher. What I mean to say, the tag part in the middle of the center area, that kind of looks like the race and traditional cars, especially the front of the trucks. And for me, it kind of looks like a traditional van to me, as well as in the middle part of transportation tires. And also the center part, where you can see and also we have areas are kind of filled in. Behind this part, which you can use it like that, we have the perfect circulars with the multiple square alike gaps. And this one, it kind of looks like that of the top view of the goggles. And there's the arrows right here with the two holes and the one telephone shaped hole alike. We have also like the reinforcements. This back view has a hollow in it. We have the white tabs, whose design is like nothing special as the black same tabs. With a flat nail in the middle, it looks as good as normal. This also can help the launch right and left spin Beyblades. And here's about the 4 ways that the HyperSphere base are controversial, much like the slingshot base. Now we get into the Gatinko Chip, like this. This is called Dragon. When it comes to this, middle plastic part that comes from the sand weight. It fills with the Gatinko chip, creating the 2 holes in the middle. We also have the transparent but with an iron filling Gatinko Chip with the blue dragon. Should I say this is a Leonard dragon whose forehead is kind of looks like that of a blue eyes white dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters TV series, but with its jaws, looks like that the Velociraptor alike. It got the golden horn, and we got it with its neck with its spikes. With its spikes within the middle part has a dot on it. And for its neck, we got the two sharper edges contacting with the three golden claws. With a nice detailed proportion of its hand. Should I say leg? And on the back view, this one has the slopes as here. And there is a QR code just in case if you want to scan it, if you like it. There also have the four reinforcements that you can only push straight in the middle of the next components like Glyph layer base. Before I go with the Glyph layer base, here's the only one fact. We got the plastic, the middle piece of a dragon's which called sand that can help to create much created to host, as I said it earlier, but I don't care. The middle part of the sand weight made of a plastic material already fused with the Gatinko chip, so we don't have to bother losing the Takao Tomy Gachi chip or the weight every time that we done taking the vacation. This should not look so bad. And not only that, it has little slopes in the contrast to the TT teeth, which can wear it down every time we assemble stock Beyblades. But for these slopes, it doesn't wear out. And also, I cannot tell lie that there's no such thing as the toggles akin to that of a heat salamander layer. Just only the two plastic parts that you can put the pressure and push on the top part of a layer base only has to be straight. But if you not doing the pressing is right, I'm not too sure that what's going to happen, but the Gatinko chip that might came off of the battle. And yes, there's that's why the Hasbro want to basically the QR code like this. Now back to the Glyph layer base, whose color is like a scarlet red. When it comes to the Glyph Dragon, we have the red dragon head that is painted compare with the such wings whose details are painted golden. We visited the upside down check mark top alike claws as a part of a dragon's wings. We have it also reinforcement, golden reinforcement of a dragon's wings. Center with such a root part alike. And also we have an outer stand made of plastic material associated with baseball shape alike with two silver hooks that has a dot on its angle on both sides. This is where you can put the Gatinko chip straight. And it also have two holes on it, as well as two narrows that you can easily lock a Gatinko chip and a layer base combined. We have arms of a plastic sand weight infused with a layer base that we don't have to worry about the three pieces of the rice layers. We don't have to worry about the rice layers. We don't have to be scared. Just play it for safe as fun and make it look like exclusive to the HyperSphere based stadiums. And also sometimes we may be a little frustrated that we cannot take away plastics and weight. It just infused with a glyph layer base, so we don't have to worry about it. And on this bag, we notice it has like a hollow in it. Definitely hollow in it. With such as kind of like gears on each two hollow parts, both sides. And the middle part is kind of like that hollow, but not that much, just a moderate. It also has 4 gaps in the middle that we made press this Gatinko chip like this straight. And make sure it's so tight. And you can do the press it up like that. And also, I don't think the Takara Gatinko chip is compatible with a Hasbro layer base. Not even a Gatinko chip can be good as compatible with the Takara Tomy weight or a layer base from the company of the same name. So it doesn't very fit. So it makes sense that you can use a Hasbro Gatinko chip and a layer base only to avoid the breakage. And here we got the Sting, Hasbro Sting. It kind of looks like the baby brother of its Takara Tomy counterpart. But unlike its Takara Tomy counterpart, it lacks a spring gimmick. Instead, Hasbro just nerfed it in that you can put force disc frames on the bottom of this disc. We have the smaller parts molded in the metal materials, whose pattern is like not just previous K2's force disc called limited, but that piece shows a pattern from the Forbidden Ionis vision wheel. That pattern, that's kind of feels that smart part with a such like these are small patterns that kind of feel that of not just a limited force disc, but a forbidden vision wheel from the Metal Saga. With the both sides, we have the six-sided shape that kind of looks like the face bolt, but with the but that is like in the middle of the vital points, sharp vital points. Should I say pointed vital points, aligned with the parallel parts that is like that flattened. And also center with it the shape, we have that the outline that kind of looks like a that of outline of the big tip from the, and for the outside that kind of looks like the big chip from the top part of the old generation Beyblades. And this one, it kind of looks like the two tips aligned below of this shape. Speaking of a HyperSphere force disc, you can use force disc frames as I show you already, like this. For example, this is Sting Vortex. Make it look equivalent to that of its Takara Tomy counterpart to the maximize weight. Without the force disc frames, most rise force discs the legs is gimmicks. Rise force discs themselves are just 1 to the basically 8. Force disc frames are from the Switch Strike and Slingshot base, like this. And another example, Sting Glyph. It's true that most rise force discs has lacked its gimmicks. No spring on the Sting force disc. No free spinning on the Hasbro Hurricane. And not even a plastic material aligned with the Hasbro Vanguard force disc, which is like a lighter, and it's quite unfortunate that the Hasbro we might think as the nerfing the force disc, stripping up its gimmick against its wider disability, that can be not that good for some of us who are like experts of the Beyblade, since the manufactured 5-piece components out of the 4D system of the same name. And here we got the HyperSphere called Charge 3 HyperSphere, which is a stamina type of HyperSphere performance tip. The claws we got the 10 claws that lacks a metal feature, instead have a plastic material on it. And not only that, it has the white ball and the tip that can facilitate endurance, I guess. So here I got my Excel tip to see the diameter is smaller than that of HyperSphere Charge 3 HyperSphere itself, and I confirmed this Excel tip is like a smaller than that of the Charge 3 HyperSphere tip. And for the atomic, well, it's kind of getting closer to the diameter of a HyperSphere tip like Charge 3. Charge 3 performance tip. What can be sometimes worse that the HyperSpheres has no upper material beside plastic. Not even a rubber, not even a metal, nor the POM material, just a plastic material only that can be exclusive to HyperSphere Stadium. Speaking of HyperSphere Stadium, it's like based on the concept of a Union Achilles Cup, I think, where the Iker the UCL hosted, and the other Percival breaks the rule by going otherwise to interrupt a battle between Iker and Delta and breaks the Iker's champion belt, which is why I have the comment dislike for other Percival, because it should not disobey. It should not disobey the referee. That's against the Unique Cup tournament rules. Other Percival could get arrested. That was why I dislike other Percival. I dislike him. This is just my personal opinion. For those of you who like other Percival, please respect my opinion and I respect yours. I will discourage anyone from criticizing or insulting my personal opinion on other Percival about breaking the Union Achilles Tournament Cup rules. Thank goodness that the other Percival refused to take the champion's belt. Shall I say, other Percival that tells the audience he doesn't deserve the belt. He just wants to like the break base, which is a very so bad for Dante and others. Now we got the Dragon GT tip that can weigh 3.1 grams, and the Glyph, as though as a grand layer base in Taikano terminology. It feels with such a sand weight, made up of plastic, 9.4 grams, and right then, when I put Dragon the Gatinko Chip, I can say Gatinko. Example layered waves, 12.5 grams. We got the Hasbro sting, 18.8 grams. And we got the stamina type called Charge 3 HyperSphere tip, 8.2 grams. I hope it is out to be the same. Like, yes. As I tested the slopes like this. Ooh, yikes. Ooh, yikes. It's a moderate light. At least moderate light. Which can be not that good for the Glyph Dragon. Despite how awesome it looks. Nevertheless, it can also weigh 39.6 grams. And now for me to do the test launch. First stadium I want to test on is Basic Blue Base Stadium from the Beyblade Burst toy line. And I don't think that I could put together just yet. There's no way. Not until the Glyph Dragon stays in the middle without the committing suicide. And also, I just want to make sure the Glyph Dragon doesn't fall into the pockets. Otherwise, I can try out the Railroad Space Stadium to do so. Without further ado, here I go. Alrighty. I don't think I can do the flash launch with a basic blue stadium like this. There is no way. And let's see if I do the bacon launch to see it is good. Wow. I don't think it's really so good for this for the Glyph Dragon, because it should be compatible with the HyperSphere Stadium. But first, I want to see if it does good with a Starstone Stadium like this. Watch. And besides, I noticed that the Glyph Dragon doesn't really good of staying in the middle. It doesn't have to bothering. It doesn't have to bothering the committing suicide by going to the pockets. When it comes to Glyph Dragon's performances in the Starstone Base Stadium, you notice that the dragon stays in the middle, Whose middle part is like that shallow than that of the basically the stadium. Here's my second relaunch. Whoa! As I launch it very so hard, this dragon is like going around, playing around with a floor outline of a Storm Base Stadium, which is really so good for the HyperSphere Beyblade. But I don't think it can work for the all of a HyperSphere base. Yes, it barely circled around. But because it's like it is kind of shallow, it makes sense that the Glyph Dragon did a pretty good job without going to like penalty pockets. And not only is that, I want you to see it if Glyph Dragon can ride the rails like this. Watch. Whoa! Pretty much aggressive. It ride through the rails just at least once. Look at that, the HyperSphere, which really is so good for Railroad Space Stadium. And besides, for a railroad stadium, Glyph Dragon can spin the rails about one time and then go to the cradle, back to the rails, just about the 1.5 time for the Railroad Space Stadium. And here's the last stadium I wanted to test out to see without the committee suit side, like this. Strike 2. Yeah, it already worked. As I noticed, Glyph Dragon can go like moderate aggressive and barely stays in the middle quickly as fast as it can. And besides, Glyph Dragon can spend the time, at least half the time. First half is like aggressive, and the second half is like staying in the middle, which is really okay. Okay guys, I'm back with a white straightened ripcord that I'm going to put. Now I want to go back to basically Base Stadium. Watch. Whoa! HyperSphere is going crazy in the Base Stadium because I don't have a HyperSphere. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! It's a little aggressive. Again. Wow! Glyph Dragon starts by circling around and quickly it goes in the middle. That's a question that is so fast. So fast. So fast enough for it to stay in the middle. So that's going to be it for the test launch. Because of this, I almost forgot about parts of a HyperSphere launcher like this. I almost forgot. It has the one opening on its back that you can customize like this. Or use this front part to connect any launchers or whatever you please. Like that. And here I use this launcher by counting the length of a white Swiss stripe ripcord. The length of this ripcord is about not only one, not only one, not only two, 3, 4, but 5 and 3/4 feet long. And now because of that, I'm ready to battle Glyph Dragon Sting Charge 3 HyperSphere. First test battle between Glyph Dragon Sting Charge 3 HyperSphere versus Odex O2 Triple Extreme. This is going to be that intense as heck. Round 1 start. One zero. Glyph Dragon wins. Round 2 start. Oh! A burst finish! What a perfect game! Winner! Glyph Dragon Sting Charge 3 HyperSphere. Second test battle between Glyph Dragon Sting Charge 3 HyperSphere versus Turbo Valtryek V3 Sanity Evolution. My favorite Valtryek top so far. Round 1 start. Oh! We got the first attack. And the Turbo Valtryek loses. 1-0. Round 2 start. Glyph Dragon And turbo battery are making good contact. Oh, I heard the sound. 2-0. Round 3 start. Whoa! Dropping frequencies. Oh, I heard that. I heard the big skull noise. Big skull noise. I noticed though what happened to the turbo battery B3 right now. So we got Glyph Dragon Stain Charge 3 HyperSphere. Glyph Dragon Stain Charge 3 TH. And I noticed it as a result of battling with a HyperSphere and a Swing Strike. I frankly noticed. Here's the battle scar right here. Only one battle scar. Freaking so intense. Heck, it's so intense. One part of the gun pushed backward. One part of push backward. Yeesh. Ooh, yikes. Ooh, yikes. That may be a little bit terrible for my turbo battery B3. So insane. So insane. Third and final test battle between Glyph Dragon Stain Charge 3 HyperSphere versus Heat Elementor S4 12 Vortex Operate Slingshot. And also the reason why I put the frame underneath of that of a 12 disc, because without the vortex frame, 12 can do more harm than good for my brand new Rise layer base. Coincidentally, I will not let the 12 disc or the most 12 disc. It is because I don't want the 12 disc or the most worst and lightest force disc ever to scratch the bits of my brand new HyperSphere Beyblade. Not even my HyperSphere Beyblade can be like the Glyph Dragon, since it is a brand new one. And yes, I'll be right back because it is already 10 o'clock. So I'm going to eat and drink my fruit like liquid. So I cannot play I cannot play any more than the 10 o'clock in the evening. And so I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. His elementary is in the battery defense mode. I will set it into the slingshot defense mode. Round 1 start. Wow, barely take the win. That is Glyph Dragon. 1-0. Round 2 start. Well, that's funny that the operate slingshot tip has transferred from slingshot to battery mobile itself because the weak mechanism of barrel so loose. Nevertheless, Glyph Dragon takes another win, 2-0. Round 3 start. Wasn't like a perfect game. 3-0 because of this. We got the Glyph Dragon Steam Charge 3 HyperSphere. Speaking of the HyperSphere, I almost forgot to show the motif of Charge 3 performance tip. Yes, we got the Charge 3 HyperSphere motif. That you can see there's the 2 C's shaped like a cobra aligned with the 2 straight lines. Stick together. That symbol is kind of looks similar to the Green Lantern's ring. This just looks like it, and this color is like plain blue, and that is it. Thank you everybody for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Do not just forget to smash a like, comment, and or subscribe/follow. Otherwise, I will see you into the next videos and tell you to have a good time. And do not forget, in 3, 2, 1, let it rip! And I AndrewNguyenCameraVideo win. So look intense.